Hey everyone, welcome. It's Gentle Yoga. This is Joy with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. We will take the first few moments to give folks a chance to arrive. I will guide a few restorative poses in class today, so if you have a bolster, get that, or blocks. Bed pillows or couch cushions will do, blanket or towel. So get some of your things in place. Welcome if you're just joining. This is Joy. This is Gentle Yoga. We'll be together for an hour, coming to you with Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness. So you can see I have my bolster back there, a strap, 2 blocks, my blanket. So get all of your props and we'll start to settle in for a nurturing, peaceful class. Welcome. I hope everybody's having a great day. Here we go. We're going to start in a comfortable seated posture. Legs can be crossed in easy pose, Sukhasana. If that doesn't feel comfortable, just straighten them out. Place them in any position that allows you to relax your body. Take palms to face the sky. Lift and lengthen through your spine. Feel length through the back of your neck. And then begin to gently close your eyes. With eyes closed, notice where you can relax. Can you soften your shoulders down a little bit more? Can you loosen your jaw a little bit more? And begin to tune in to your breath more and more. Feel the sensation of your breath. Notice where in your body you experience that expansion and contraction. Is it in your belly, your chest? Can you feel it in your back? Where is this dance of breath happening for you? And just feel into it. Let your breath flow at a natural rhythm as you feel. Just starting to land. And as you feel into your body with a natural rhythm of breath, be curious. Is there room to expand your breath a little more fully on each inhalation? Is there room to expand more fully in a soft way? And be curious as you exhale each time, is there room to let out a little bit more air? To exhale just a little longer each time. Focus on the rhythm of your breath, the sensation in your body, and this curiosity about space for the inhalation and space for the exhalation. Good, and stick with your breath just like that, intimate throughout the entire class. And become aware now of your intention for this hour, for your practice now. What is it you'd like to create, to stay close to experience? And then let's start to move together. So relax your hands down towards your lap. Tuck your chin to your chest. And then imagine having a paintbrush on the tip of your nose and painting circles in the air in front of you. Start small and slow so you have a chance to tune into your body to notice how that feels. You can move with your eyes open or closed. at a speed and a size that suits your body. And we'll keep that all throughout class. When you're ready, go to the other direction. We'll keep this idea of moving in a way that suits your body, suits your energy. It's all about you respecting and honoring you. And I'm here as a guide to hold the space, offer suggestions, and ultimately, you are the expert in you. Settle your chin back down to the center of your chest and lift your head all the way back up, sitting tall. Stretch your fingertips down towards the earth and start to roll your shoulders back in space. Full breaths. Yeah, letting your body awaken, warm up. Good. Fingertips towards the earth. Inhale, lift your arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands down through center. We'll do that a few times. Inhale, lift your arms, feel the length on either side of your torso. Exhale, hands down through center, like a grounding, coming back to center. Inhale, like an expansion, a gathering energy. Exhale, like a grounding, a centering. One more time like that. Inhale, feel your energy big. Exhale, coming back to your center. Take your hands to rest at your legs, and again, legs can be crossed in easy pose like mine, or stretch them out like a little V. We're going to seated cat and cow. So on an inhalation, take your heart forward, chin forward, and then as you exhale, round your spine behind you, straighten out your arms, tuck your chin. Inhale, open across your chest, extend your chin forward, elbows are bending back. Exhale, straighten out your arms, round your spine, tuck your chin, and we'll flow with that for a few moments at your own pace, inhaling to come forward with your heart, exhaling as you open across the back of your heart. And come to center. If your legs are in easy pose, cross the other leg in front. If they're out in a little V, you can just keep them as they are comfortable. Take your palms to touch. Have them at the height of about your forehead. Sit up tall. And then, as much as is comfortable, squeeze your forearms to touch. As much as is comfortable, lift your elbows up towards the ceiling. And we're just going to take 3 deep breaths here, feeling your shoulder blades stretch and expand. Imagine them like wings. One more breath. And exhale, release. Good. Ground your right hand off to the side. Inhale your left arm high. Palm faces the midline. And then as you exhale, keep your hips heavy. Reach over towards the side, keeping the front of your body open and lifted. Take a few deep breaths and see if you can feel the expansion of your left lung as you breathe fully into it. 3 deep breaths here. On your inhalation, come up to center. Exhale, relax down. We're going to continue to the other side. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come over to your side bend, keeping the front of your body lifted and open. 3 deep breaths here. Legs are grounded. Hips are heavy. Use your inhalation to float you to center. Exhale down to neutral. Good. Now if legs are crossed, open them gently to a soft V. So if you were in that V, we're with you now. Legs open, bounce them a little bit, just waking them up, bringing in the energy, getting the blood flow. Good. Turn your torso towards your right leg. Take your hands in front of your heart, like energetically you're hugging your heart. Inhale, come forward and around. Exhale, back and around. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good. And so your arms can do what's comfortable. They can stay close to the body. You can bring them on to your heart if you want. They can become very large and reaching as you go. So see what feels good. Take a soft little flex in your feet as you go. Toes are pointing up to the sky. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And remember, we're just, number 1, loosening up. Number 2, in a gentle class. So make sure your legs are not too wide apart that it hurts or you're straining. And when you're ready, we'll go to the other direction. The breath comes. Inhale forward and around, exhale back and around. And arms, feel free to change them. Maybe you made a choice and then you'd like to explore something else, and that's fine. And you may choose something that I did not suggest that comes from your own intuition and wisdom about your body. Fluid here. Good. And then come and find center. Relax your arms down. Take your right arm in front towards the middle of the space. Left arm behind you. Almost imagine it like a supportive post. Inhale and sit tall. And then as you exhale, pull your belly in. And to your left, we start twisting. Belly, ribs, shoulders, and if you want, neck, head, and eyes. Keep both sides of your backside to the earth. A few breaths sitting tall in a gentle twist. Good. Soften head to center, shoulders, belly. We'll prep on the other side. Inhale, push down to the earth, sit tall. Exhale, belly comes in, twisting. To your right, it's belly, ribs, shoulders, and then if it feels okay, neck, head, even your eyes can twist if you want. You don't have to go that deep. Sitting tall, feet are flexed, breathing fully. And take your head to center, shoulders, belly. Turn your heart again slightly in the direction of your left leg. Feet are flexed. Inhale, one hand on either side of your leg. Exhale, start to come forward, belly towards thigh, and notice how that feels. Don't push it too far. When you're in a good spot for you, just settle your hands, feet are flexed, and we're stretching with a nice long spine over the outstretched leg. You can turn your gaze either straight ahead of you or down towards your ankle and shin to create a nice long back of the neck, whatever feels good. And you notice I'm up rather high. That's what feels good for my hamstrings today. If you have more space to come down closer to your leg and that feels good for you, go right ahead. Again, this is all about individually what feels great for your body, your energy. A few more breaths here. And then walk up to center. Neutralize your spine. Take a moment. Set up on the other side. Hips, backside, legs are heavy to the earth. Feet are flexed. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, take your belly towards your thigh on the right side. Walk your hands out. Settle in. Deep breathing, long spine, open heart. Remember your intention. Make space for that. How can you make space right now for that intention? And crawl your hands back in. Good. Take your feet so the soles touch. And gently, lovingly bring your feet in close towards your groin. We're going to hold the shins, the ankles, or the feet just gently and start a soft flutter to bring some stretch and activation into the groin. Sitting tall, breathing fully. Can you hear your breath? Can you hear it like a mantra? Can you hear it like an endless, rhythmic, meditative sound? Still fluttering. And relax your knees. Inhale, sitting up. You might need to push your feet out a little bit. If so, go ahead. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale, flat back, coming forward. You can use your forearms as leverage if you like, gently applying pressure from your forearms and elbows down into your lower legs. That's just an option. You don't have to apply that extra pressure. Leaning the upper body forward with a nice long flat back. Extend your energy up your spine, up and out the crown of your head. One more deep breath here. And then come and sit up to neutral. Good. Going to start to make our way to hands and knees. If you like to use a blanket, set that up for yourself. There's mine, ready to go. All right, we are going to do a little bit of work on our knees today. It won't be much. I don't often do much at all. So use the cushion. That's going to make you feel good. Come on into tabletop. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. If that doesn't feel good on the wrists, try fists. Or come to forearms as some alternative options. Take your left leg, extend and point through the foot. Inhale and lift your chin a bit, open your chest. As you exhale, we're going to bring your knee to center. Just tuck your chin, look back, see your knee. No big deal. Inhale, extend. We're just going to do this 3 times total. Extend your left foot behind you, point, point, look up, exhale. Take your knee towards your belly, tuck your chin. One more time only. Inhale and expand your body. Exhale, come down to tabletop. We're going to rest. Child's pose. Knees can be close together or wide apart. Take your hips back near your heels. And then your hands can walk all the way out in front, forehead to the mat. Or you can stack your hands, make a pillow for your head. Whatever feels comfortable. We're going to settle here for 3 rounds of breath. Can you find stillness? Can you find peace as you hold this pose? And come back to tabletop. We'll do the other side. Remember, you can use fists or forearms instead of using your hands. But if you're using your hands, push down through the padding on your fingers to take the weight out of the wrists a bit. Extend your right leg behind you, point through the toes, lift your chin upwards a bit, inhale. Exhale, take your knee towards your belly, tuck your chin. Inhale, expand your energy. Exhale, come back to center. Knee to belly, chin tucks. One more time, inhale, expand, and then exhale down to center. Down to tabletop. Come on up to stand on your knees. If you want more cushion, add some extra. I'm going to turn just so you can see me at a different angle. So, tuck your left toes behind you and get your right leg out to the side. We'll have the right toes facing in front of you. Right hand towards right thigh. Inhale your left arm up, palm towards center. Exhale, reach overhead. Let your right hand glide down your leg. Just a few breaths here. Long side body. And gently up to center. Going to take the lifted hand all the way down towards the floor. You can come on fingertips, onto a block, or onto your palm. Now your right arm comes up to the ceiling, up alongside your ear. Palm faces towards the earth. A few breaths here. Good. Inhale to come up. Take your time. Pull your belly in. Exhale, arms down. Flatten out your toes behind you. Come back to both knees, center. Set up for the other side. So your right toes now can make a little kickstand. Left leg out to the side. Toes facing front. Inhale, take your right arm to the sky, palm facing center. Exhale, reach overhead. A few breaths just like this. Can you hear your breath? Good. Up to center. We're going to that transition. So, right hand moves towards the floor, towards your blocks. Make yourself comfortable. You might be on fingertips. You might be on a flat palm. What's good for you? And then take your left arm up to the ceiling and alongside your ear. Left palm facing the earth. A few breaths. 3 breaths. And on your inhalation, start to carefully, slowly come up out of gate pose, back down to center. Good. Knees are to the earth, flatten the tops of your feet. We're almost done with this work on our knees. Bring your hands around to your low back, fingers facing down, elbows gently squeeze in towards one another. Take your hips to the space in front, really easy, and from there, lift your sternum like you want to touch the ceiling with your heart. Lift as high as you can from your sternum. So your head you can either look straight ahead of you, up to where the wall meets the ceiling, or if you like, you can drop your head all the way back. So your choice on this. A few more breaths in Ustrasana, camel pose, lifting and lengthening. Gently up to center. Back to tabletop. Tabletop, walk your hands out, one hand's length, then the wrist under shoulder alignment. And we'll move through downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, really gently lift the knees, push into your hands, lift your hips, let your head be heavy, look back and you can see your feet. 3 breaths here. Wonderful. Start to walk your hands back. Feel your strength, feel your power. Keep breathing. Once you're back there, multitask. Fold your blanket. Move it off to the side. Good. And we're going to grab opposite elbows. Let your head be heavy. Bend in the knees and sway your body if it feels good. If forward folding is not comfortable, you can either come halfway up, hands on the thighs, or get out of it. Come all the way up, and you can rock with us that way. Always options for self-care. If you're in your fold, pause at center, eyes open. With a flat back, we'll come up. So start to crawl your hands up your legs until you're standing and centered. Let's find Tadasana here. Look down at your feet, line them up. I don't know, maybe there's about 5 or 6 inches between them, but I like to use the bones. Imagine you could see your bones. Certainly you might be able to sense and feel into them that there's a straight line from your pelvis where your thigh bones start, straight down to your knees, straight down your lower leg bones to your ankles. Picture that. Roll the shoulders back, turn your palms face front, reach your fingers towards the earth, and then just sense your front lower rib bones, and we don't want them jutting out. That's what jutting out looks like. I'm making it extreme, but we want to tuck them a little bit so we have a nice long back. Imagine your lower hip bones connecting to the top of your pelvis bones. Mountain pose. Find a place to focus your eyes on, or close your eyes, because we're going to take a few breaths here, so chances are you're safe. If you feel safe to close your eyes, go ahead and connect to 3 purposeful breaths. Good. Take your hands to your waist, and we're going to start to bring the right leg out in the space in front. So you can take your time. We're going to move towards a high lunge. You can take one swift step if you want, but you want to get a nice wide stance, hips squared forward, come up on your back, ball mound, and then take a 90-degree bend into your front leg. Back leg is straight and strong. Hands to the heart in prayer pose, or you might like to reach them up to the sky. And then I think, whatever you've chosen, I will, if you have the room around you, bring you to open your arms, palms face front. And now open them, if it's okay for your shoulders, a little bit further back. So your hands are further back than your shoulders. Good. Take your hands to the floor in front, moving slowly, mindfully. We're going to bring the back foot next to the front foot in forward fold like before. Bend your knees, take your hands to opposite elbows. Sway side to side. Remember, if the full fold is not safe or comfortable, hands to the thighs. Or stand and sway with us. Honor yourself before anything else. So from your sway, pause to center. This is a little bit of a physical play. Let's think of it that way. It may be challenging, and if you don't want to do it, just walk to the back of your mat. So either walk to the back of your mat, or we're going to go through downward facing dog. Bringing the hands to the floor, stepping the feet far back, push into your hands. Knees can be bent a little bit if your hamstrings feel tight. Head heavy, feet parallel. And then start to walk your hands back like we did before. Walk your hands back. Let's roll our spine up this time. Eyes open, roll your spine to stand. Good. So this time in our mountain pose, take your arms behind you and either just squeeze the hands and arms towards one another, or if you can interlace the fingers and stretch the hands down towards the earth. You can also stretch them down towards the earth and lift them off of your back simultaneously. Either find a gaze point or close your eyes for 3 intentional breaths. And if eyes are closed, open them, relax your arms down, and we're going to set up for the high lunge on the other side. So it's left leg now. Either one big step or take your time, whatever feels good in your body. When you're ready, back heel lifts, hips squared forward, 90-degree bend into that front knee. Hands to the heart or to the sky for a moment. And then wherever they are, we'll take them down and back, palms facing each other. Reach your fingertips towards your back foot. Open across your chest. Good. Take your hands to prayer at your heart. Lean your torso forward and step your back foot next to your front. Come to stand into Dasana. We'll practice tree pose, so feel free to come to your wall or hold on to a sturdy piece of furniture if you like. Start in mountain pose. Remember that alignment. Hands to prayer. Shift your weight and ground your right leg. Even as you ground, feel tall and lifted. Lift your left heel off the mat and rotate your left leg out to the side. Connect lifted heel to standing ankle. So you know, if you take class with me, this is a basic tree pose, and I invite you to expand and to play. Like, what might your body enjoy? What might your energy be asking for? So tree pose is up to you. I just ask that you don't put your lifted foot against your standing knee. Mind on your breath. Eyes on a still point. Take your bent leg forward and ground back to Tadasana. Setting up on the other side, shift your weight. Imagine your left foot growing roots to the earth. Imagine your upper body reaching for the sky, the sunshine, like leaves of a tree. Right heel lifts off the mat. Rotate that whole right leg out to the side and connect. So from your basic tree here, make any changes that your body's asking for. Where does your tree want to go? And it may not be the same as on the first side, which is just fine. Feel your groundedness. Feel your grace, your ability to go with the flow. Your ability to not take life too seriously. Take your bent leg to face forward and come back to center. Good. So in the theme of not taking life too seriously, we're going to just play a little bit here. It's the first day of summer in the northern hemisphere, and the longest day of sunshine was yesterday. So let's play and have fun. At least make space for it and see what happens. So we're going to do that by just moving through the chakra system a little bit, through some movement. You may dance or call it that, but either way, start with a wide base. We're going to do heels in and toes out. Shift the weight into one leg and the other. One leg and the other. So we're letting go right now of static poses. We're moving into intuition, spontaneity. So move, make sure you feel safe, you feel comfortable, but allow yourself, after that, allow yourself room to be the animal that you are. You're in this body. So imagine just this movement, connect to the earth, push off the earth. We're energizing our legs. Visualize, if you want, like red, your legs like red, tree roots, earthy, grounding. And then I'll ask you, what are you grounding into for this summer? What are you putting roots down into this season? Great. So we're going to come. Turn your feet a little more towards front. Bring them in a little bit. And hips side to side. Can you imagine a figure 8? An 8 on its side? If you can you start to make that with your hips? Figure 8. Imagine water flowing in a figure 8, and that water is your hips. The color orange, fluid, playful. And I ask you this summer, where will you make space for play? Where, how? How will you play? Really breathe fully. Second chakra, creativity, sensuality. Okay, gonna come to our power center. Knees up. So either just the knees or arms. Imagine yellow from your belly like a sun, the power of a lion. This summer, how will you use your power? How will you embody it? How will you express your fierce, powerful third chakra energy? Good. All right, so we're going to come to heart. Legs can be easy as they just step almost, and reach your arms one side and then the other. I know we've gotten out of our traditional poses, but it's summer and we have to play. So heart energy, green, expanding out. How will you take care of your heart this season? What will you do to nurture it, to give it space for expression? Good. Shoulders. Legs can do whatever you like. And either shoulders, or if you feel good, you want to do arms, do arms. We're moving, we're playing a little bit here in gentle yoga, activating our chakras, having fun for summer. Here's the throat. The space where we find our voice. How will you give voice to your authentic self this summer? Good. So one more. We're going to combine third eye and crown chakra. Take your hand to your body, one to your heart, one to your belly. If you can close your eyes without losing balance, go ahead. If not, keep your eyes open. Tiny bend in your knees, feel your breath, feel your heartbeat, and just start a gentle sway. And really tune in to the intuition of your body in this sway, how it wants to move, in the tiniest details. And we're honoring third eye for intuition, and crown chakra for divine connection, for connection to everything. Sway, and if you'd like to let your movements become larger and evolve, please do. Just a moment more, we'll stay with this. Intuitive honoring, intuition, divine connection, all the chakras. Breathing fully, honoring summer. Good. And come back to your center. So thank you for playing with me. I love it. I appreciate it. I feel my energies like, now that we did that. And one of my favorite parts of the whole amazing lineage of yoga is the chakra system. So thanks for sharing that with me today. We're going to come back into some of our more standard poses, and we're starting the downward journey of our class back towards more calm. So come towards the top of your mat, mountain pose. I'm just going to turn so I have a little more space. I'm going to inhale, arms out and up, like we did at the beginning, seated. Exhale, hands to heart. A few more times, and as we go, inhale up, exhale, arms down. As we go, just recall your intention from class, what it is you're making space for, embodying. Good. Now imagine your hands are very heavy and they start to pull you down. Hands towards the floor. We're just nice and easy coming down to hands and knees. And sweeping the legs out in front. Once you are there, rock side to side a little bit to really ground your bones to the earth. Flex your toes towards the sky. Feel free to bend your knees if it helps. Inhale, sit up tall. Arms reach high. Exhale, take your belly towards your thighs. Hands rest where they're comfortable. The mat, the legs, the feet. I'm keeping a little bend in my knees. You can straighten out your legs. We're just stretching with a nice long spine. Good. And then come up to center. Bring your left leg in against your right inner thigh, and that right leg is just straight out in front. You can prop something underneath your left knee for extra support if you like, blankets, bolsters, pillows, blocks, just to reduce the effects of gravity. Outstretched foot is flexed. Inhale and sit tall. Exhale, take your belly forward and down. Hands ground, settle in, just like we did in the seated forward fold. It's the same basics here. Stretching forward with a nice long spine. Feel your breath. Hear your breath if you can. And with your long spine, gently lift, so like a hinge motion to come up and sit. Both legs stretch out in front. Take your right foot in, this time against your left inner thigh. Remember, feel free to prop up your bent leg. Flex your outstretched foot. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, belly comes forward towards thigh. Hands ground, settle in for at least 3 intentional breaths. Come back up to center. Take your right knee and stand it straight up. So your right foot is facing in front of you. Take your left hand around to support it. Right hand behind you to the floor. Inhale and sit up tall. We're going into a twist. Exhale, pull your belly in, twisting to the right. Belly, ribs, shoulders, and if you want, neck, head, and eyes can go into the twist. Do your best to sit tall. Take your head to center, shoulders, belly, both legs stretch out. And now the left foot comes in, left foot is facing front, outstretched foot is flexed. Bring your right hand and arm around to support your bent knee. Left hand to the space behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, pull your belly in. Belly twists first. Belly, ribs, shoulders, neck, head, and eyes if you like. Soften where you can. Head to center, shoulders, belly, and legs stretch out. Good. We're going to do a few poses on our back, and I'm going to offer restorative variations. So you may like to have whatever you're using nearby, if it's blanket or blocks, bolster, kind of get those things near. First, bolster, or if you don't have a bolster, a few blankets stacked, or a couple of pillows stacked, or maybe a large couch cushion. We're going to use it to open across the chest. So whatever you're using, place it behind you. We'll start with legs outstretched. And very simply, gently, we're going to lie back onto whatever you're using. Stack things up, as many as you need to feel comfortable. Whatever you're using should come right against your low back. Yeah. So your arms, you can support with additional props if you want. You don't have to get too carried away, but I just want you to know that you can really prop yourself up as much as you like to feel comfortable. And we'll just rest for a moment here. So legs outstretched. If that doesn't feel comfortable, try something else. You can try feet flat on the floor. You can try Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together. So trust your body. We're going to lay here for a moment or two to just signal to our nervous systems that it's time to rest. Good. Deep breathing. All right. And we're going to come down onto our back. So you can roll to one side, use your arm for support, and move that prop out from under until you can just roll down. And we'll take a moment on a flat back to neutralize the spine. And then we'll come into a supported bridge pose. So you can use a pillow, a blanket, a block. I'm going to use my block. The feet come flat. Feet are parallel, about 5 or 6 inches between them, like in mountain pose. Head is at center, looking straight up. Push down through the feet to lift the hips, and then whatever you're using for support, place it underneath your body. It's around your sacrum, that bone. It's around where your lower back starts to turn into your backside, if you can imagine that part of your body. And wherever you place it, you just want to be comfortable. So see, something like a block creates a deeper bend. If you want a little bit of a softer support, you might just slide a folded blanket underneath. All about comfort. And where do your arms feel good? Off to the sides of the body by your hips. Would it feel good to reach your arms overhead? So see, we're taking these last few poses in a very intuitive, gentle way. Wonderful. Press into your feet, lift your hips, remove your prop, settle your back to the earth. Take your knees gently in towards your belly. Give yourself a loving rock from side to side. And see if there are any other poses your body wants before we rest. Intuitively take them now. If not, and you feel ready to set up for Shavasana, then begin to settle in. And I'd like you to be comfortable. Traditionally, so Shavasana pose, corpse pose, we're flat on our backs, feet are splayed out, arms are out from the side, palms face up, nice long spine, just lying on our backs still. If that is right for you, then embrace it. If you want some extra support, You can put a blanket or pillow or bolster behind your knees. You can put a blanket or a pillow behind your head. And you might like a fetal position, or lying on your belly, or sitting up in meditation. So I invite you and challenge you a little bit to tune in to ask yourself what would feel amazing for me, and to give yourself permission to do that. What would feel amazing for you right now? And as you rest, I'm going to talk you through a little bit of a soft body scan. Let your body go as much as you can. Let go of the weight of your body. Imagine that you can let go of the weight of your bones. Relax the muscles in your forehead. Relax your eyes back into their sockets. Soften your jaw. And let your tongue rest heavy down into your mouth. Make your shoulders heavy, far away from your ears. Run that heaviness down your arms to your elbows, down your arms to your wrists, pulling in the palms of your hands. Heavy arms. Make your breath soft and easy. Soft belly. Soft back. Warmth spreading through every muscle. Feel the bones of your pelvis and let them be heavy to the earth. Heavy hips and heavy surrender running down your thighs to your knees, down your shins and calves to your ankles, pulling at the soles of your feet. Whole body rested, heavy and surrendered. Easy breath, soft, effortless. Nothing to do now, just breathe, relax, be. As you rest, bring your intention back to awareness now. Connect with it like a spark igniting. Connect with your intention for class. Ignite the spark that intention may illuminate your day, your life. Notice your breath. Notice your body, all the parts where it's touching against something else, making contact. And notice the more gentle contact of the air on your skin. And start to move again, however it feels good. Small, slow movements, or big, full stretches, whatever feels good. Roll to one side in a cozy fetal position. And come all the way back to sit, just where we began. And we'll end simply today. Take one hand onto your heart and then the other on top. Cradle your heart. Can you feel into your heart? Try to connect to that cradle. And let's end together with a simple but deep breath in and out with the intention of sending love to our hearts. Inhale. Let it go to your heart. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to come a little bit closer to say goodbye. It was really great to be with you. Thanks for dancing with me today. Check out all the classes on Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness Facebook. Take great care of yourself and other people, and I look forward to sharing more yoga with you in the future. Bye for now, everybody. Have a wonderful rest of your day.